If data has the power to shape decisions, to influence who gets resources, who gets seen, and who gets left out, then we have to ask, what would it look like to do data differently? The good news is we're not starting from scratch. Around the world and right here in Maine, people are rethinking what ethical, community-centered data collection looks like. Some of these ideas come from medical ethics, like the Belmont Principles, which say that people should understand what they're agreeing to, benefit from the research they take part in, and have the right to say no. Others come from Indigenous data governance, like the Care and Fair Principles, which emphasize collective benefit, community control, and responsibility. And more recent efforts from racial justice organizations and public health researchers call for data systems that are built with, not on, the communities they describe. Even though these frameworks come from different places, they all point toward the same truth. Data is not just a technical issue, it's a relationship. Doing data differently means slowing down. Too often, data gets collected too quickly, without much reflection on why we're collecting it or who it's really helping. What if, before we hit submit, we asked, is this necessary? Who benefits? And how will we make sure this information isn't used to cause harm? It also means consent that's more than a checkbox. Real consent means ongoing conversation where people understand how their data will be used, who can access it, and when they can opt out. And it means recognizing that communities shouldn't just be the subjects of data collection. They can also be the leaders of it. Supporting communities to gather and interpret their own information on their own terms helps shift power back to the people who live with the consequences of how that data is used. Doing data differently also means expanding what counts as data. Stories, oral histories, art, and lived experience are all forms of knowledge and often reveal truths that numbers can't. None of this is simple. It takes time, trust, and humility, but the reward is real. Better data, stronger relationships, and decisions that reflect the dignity and complexity of people's lives. Because data justice isn't a checklist, it's a practice, a way of showing care, curiosity, and accountability in everything we measure. And like any relationship, it grows stronger when we listen.